Good morning everyone and welcome to Edgbaston for the second day of the second test match between New Zealand and South Africa in this, the first semi-final of the Hero Cricket League's Y50 Test Match Championship 2020. South Africa winning the toss yesterday and finishing on 287 for 6 with AB de Villiers still at the crease. He's scored 303 test matches already in this tournament. Can he make it 4 from 4? We join the action now as Richard Hadley bowls the first ball of the day to AB de Villiers. De Villiers gently works at one onto the onside for a single. Oh, that's gone very fine from Pollock, and that will be the first boundary of the day. Oh, Shaun Pollock has really wound up there and hammered that one through mid-wicket. Oh, de Villiers has been waiting for a short ball all morning and he latched onto that one. Shane Bond is really steaming in. Oh, that's a nice quick delivery past the edge. Oh, that came into de Villiers. Shane Bond appeals, but the umpire says not out. That looked very straight to me. Let's look at the replay. Oh, that looks very close. Might have been out. Oh, what an outrageous reply from AB de Villiers. Next ball, 6 into the primary stand. All right, de Villiers back on strike. He's gone for it. That's 6 runs into the Holly stand, and that's a century for AB de Villiers. His 400 in 4 test matches in this tournament. What a batsman he's been for South Africa. Oh, is that 6 more, is it? Oh no, that bounds just in front of the boundary. What entertainment for everyone here at Edgbaston. That's the 350 up for South Africa. De Villiers swings this one away into the gap. That will be 4 more. AB de Villiers is flying high. These are danger signs for New Zealand. Down to Vittori, and that will be 50 for Shaun Pollock. What a fantastic hand this has been for South Africa to go with his 83 down at Lords. Vittori will be desperate to break this partnership. Oh, that's nice bowling. A rare mistake from de Villiers. Oh, that's past Fleming at short cover, and that will be 4 more for AB de Villiers. In the air, but always in the gap through mid-wicket, and 4 more for Pollock. Oh, Pollock loves going down the ground off the spinners. That's 4 more. Oh, just slightly too short from Williamson, and Pollock has got that one away for another boundary. This partnership is now 157 between Pollock and de Villiers. Well, that's a lovely cover drive past mid-off, and 4 more. Swung away across the line, that's 4, and the 400 up for South Africa. And that will be lunch on day 2. That's been a superb morning for South Africa, scoring 115 runs without losing a wicket. Let's have a look at their scorecard. AB de Villiers with his 4th consecutive 100 in the Y50 Test Match Championship 2020 is reigning supreme on 131 not out. Shaun Pollock is currently with him on 75 not out. They share in a partnership of 167. New Zealand need wickets and need wickets quickly. 3 at the moment for Shane Bond. He has 3 for 58, 2 for 111 for Daniel Vittori, 1 wicket for Chris Cairns, and none as of yet for Hadley Bolt or the part-time off-spin of Williamson. Well, he just opened the wrist at the last minute and placed the ball right into the gap. That's been hammered through mid-wicket from Shaun Pollock. What an innings this has been. He moves into the 80s now with his 9th boundary. Oh, that bobbed up to where a short leg would have been, but the field is spread and so no one in place to take the catch. Oh, superb from de Villiers. He doesn't bother to run. The fielders don't move either. 4 more. An appeal from the New Zealanders, but surely in desperation more than anything, that ball was well outside off stump. Carved away right into the gap from de Villiers, and that will be his 150. Oh, different ball, different shot, same gap. What are New Zealand supposed to do about this? That'll be 4 more for de Villiers, who's really putting South Africa in control. That's the 450 up for South Africa. Well, that's a great cut shot from Shaun Pollock, back on a point into the gap, and 4 more. Oh, he's a beautiful timer of the ball, Shaun Pollock, and he moves on to 98. Pollock now on 99. Well, this will be it. That's going to go down the ground for 4. Pollock has scored a century to go with his 83 at Lords. What depth South Africa have in their batting lineup. Oh, that was a quick delivery from Bond, but no edge. Oh, Pollock has his eye in now. That was a crunching off drive for 4. Oh, that's just a slap, but off the middle of Pollock's bat into the western stand for 6. Oh, this is some of the best batting you'll ever see. De Villiers is in complete control, lifting Bond over mid-off. That's the 250-run partnership now between these two. Oh, but it's all over now. Finally for New Zealand, they've broken the partnership. Shaun Pollock is out bowled Cairns for a terrific 116. And South Africa are 485 for 7. Off the edge, but De Villiers' aggressive batting has meant there are no slips in play. Inside edge past the stumps, down towards fine leg for 4. Oh, that's nicely bowled. That's the first wicket for Richard Hadlee. Mike Proctor playing all around that one. He is out bowled Hadlee for 10. And South Africa are 496 for 8. Well, that's in the gap, down to the boundary, and the 500 for South Africa. He really is a 360-degree player, isn't he? That's been smashed for 4 through square leg. That's a nice straight ball from Richard Hadlee. That's hit De Villiers on the pad, and the umpire's given it out. That's the end of De Villiers' innings. A nice ball from Hadlee that would have hit the top of middle stump, and De Villiers is out. LBW to Hadlee for a magnificent 181, and South Africa are 507 for 9. Maharaj won't want to get out to the opposition spinner. Well, that's a lovely shot. Beautiful piece of timing, and that's raced away for 4. Oh, that's out. You could hear 2 noises there. That's the end of the innings for South Africa. A nice piece of bowling by Daniel Vettori, and a good catch too. Maharaj is out. Court McCullum bowled Vettori for 6, and South Africa are all out for 513. Well, that's a superb effort by South Africa. 513 runs in their first innings, made in very good time, which is important for this match because there might be some rain around on the last couple of days. Let's have a look at their scorecard. 181 for AB de Villiers. That is now the highest score of the Test Match Championship, going past Dravid's 175 against Pakistan at Lords. 116 as well for Shaun Pollock, batting at number 8. He really has demonstrated that this South African side have a lot of depth in their batting. New Zealand have not had a good day so far. That 250-run partnership between De Villiers and Pollock has really taken the stuffing out of their attack. In the final analysis, Shane Bond was the best of their bowlers with 3 for 76, 3 for 124 for Daniel Vettori, and 2 wickets each for Richard Hadlee and Chris Cairns. None for Trent Boult or for Kane Williamson. Glenn Turner and Stephen Fleming are out there in the middle now to face a tricky 3-over session before tea. Well, that's nicely run away from Stephen Fleming. That will be the first boundary for New Zealand. Oh, that's gone! That's the first wicket down for New Zealand. Beautifully bowled by Proctor. That ball really rushed on to Fleming, and he is out. Caught Callis bowled Proctor for 5. And New Zealand are 6 for 1. Oh, that's a nice shot from Glenn Turner. Works through mid-wicket. That will settle the nerves for New Zealand. And that will be tea on day 2. New Zealand unable to survive those 3 overs unscathed. They have lost their captain, Stephen Fleming, for 5. Glenn Turner and Kane Williamson are the batsmen at the crease. Cries of catch from South Africa. That bouncer really rushed onto Turner, but he got it away for 4. Oh, that's a gorgeous shot from Kane Williamson. Saw the length early, back and across, and pulled it away for 4. Oh, that's a good bouncer from Callis. That really rushed Turner. South Africa continuing with this short ball tactic, but Turner was waiting for that one and got on top of the bounce easily. That's a lovely shot from Glenn Turner, and that will bring up the 50 for New Zealand. Clipped off the stumps, down towards fine leg, and that's a well-deserved 4 for Williamson. Oh, that's nicely bowled from Maharaj. And that will be stumps on day 2. After 33 overs, New Zealand are 67 for 1 in their first innings. Let's have a look at their scorecard. 31 for Glenn Turner, who is giving New Zealand another solid start. Kane Williamson is with him on 25 not out. His innings will be very important tomorrow for New Zealand. 6 bowlers used so far for South Africa, but just the 1 wicket for Mike Proctor there. He has 1 for 16. And so today certainly belonging to South Africa. New Zealand are still 446 runs behind. We are expecting some bad weather towards the end of this test match, so the all-important figure for New Zealand is 313. If they can make that score, they will avoid the follow-on. For that, New Zealand will need some big partnerships, and who better for that than the 2 men out there at the moment? Glenn Turner, the leading run scorer in the competition so far, and Kane Williamson, probably their best batsman. South Africa, of course, will be hoping to bundle New Zealand out tomorrow and put themselves in a strong position to win this test match. We'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow morning. That's it from us. Do join us tomorrow for day 3 of this test match, and bye for now.